What's up, Steelers fans, man? I know you guys are probably upset. You're probably hurting over the loss, which is definitely understandable. Hurt as well, guys, but I wanted to give a quick message to the Steelers fans because there's some things that need to be said. I'm a little bit tired of it, to be honest, and let you guys know in advance. I know you're probably expecting me to give my recap of the game. We'll do that like normal on Terrible Towel Tuesday. So for you guys who are not familiar with that, on Tuesdays, I give a recap of the game. And I will do the same this week. I will give the exact reasons, at least my opinions, why the Steelers lost that game. And I will cover everything in regards to the game that I felt was the reason why they lost. Now, in this video, I wanted to do a quick message because I'm telling you, this stuff kind of burns me up. And I just wanted to address it, and I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not going to have comments turned on because I don't want to hear all of the back and forth between different commenters. No. You can just share your thoughts for the video with a like or a dislike. We'll leave it at that. First of all, we have to stop, and I say we because we're supposed to be still a nation. We have to stop being such fickle fans. And what I mean by that is it's like you pick and choose when you want to support the team or the coaches or the player. First of all, I don't understand why there's people saying that Tomlin needs to be fired and everybody needs to be fired after that loss. After a loss in the AFC Championship, number one. Number two, against the New England Patriots. The 14-2 New England Patriots in Foxborough with Brady and Belichick. That's the team you lose to. So now you need to be fired? Really? That's the team you lose to. So we should probably do like what the 49ers did with Harbaugh and, taking them to a Super Bowl and all of that, having a great record, and they just get rid of him, which I know there was some internal things, but still, what have they done since then? That's always my question. Who's the replacement for Tomlin? Whether you like him or don't like him, look at the stats. Yeah, okay, I do agree that we haven't done that great against teams that are under 500. Can't really deny that. We haven't done that great against the Patriots, which who has? So let's just be for real. People always want to go back to the Patriots do what Patriots. It seems like it's always one team that people say that about. So there's 31 other teams, I guess, that just can't get on that level as well. So stop acting like this is an everyday or every year occurrence. There's going to be a Belichick-like team. The Patriots are who they are because they are who they are, period. Got to give them some credit. So just miss me with all of the firing stuff. I don't think there was anything, in my opinion, that deserves someone to be fired. Here's the next thing. Let's stop acting like that our team just transformed into this whole totally different team in game. What I mean by that is I see everybody complaining about the defense, and let's not forget this is the same secondary we've seen all year, guys. Even though we had a nice stretch since week 11 that we played very well, even in those games, the secondary was still giving up big shots down the field. Big plays all over the place, particularly on 3rd and long, sometimes 4th down. We have seen this all year. Let's not act like that team doesn't still exist. What is the main thing that most people were saying, especially me, early in the season? I don't trust the defense. I'm on record saying that. Go check the videos. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. I don't trust that secondary. We have 2 starters in the secondary who are rookies. So you got to acknowledge that. And excuse the noise in the background, guys. That's my 3-year-old in there just having fun. It is what it is. Y'all don't care about that. But we have to keep those things in mind, guys. Let's not act like this mega defense that was just going to come in here and shut down Brady. No, they're not. The offense has won us a lot of games. The defense actually stepped up in some of the later games that we've played and helped. But we're not a shutdown defense. Here's another thing that people just think we can magically do during the game. Oh, we need to get out of that zone. Oh, they need to go man. No, the Steelers don't have that personnel to run a man scheme. We don't. Whether y'all want to admit that or not, we don't have that. Now, true, I could say maybe you can mix it up a little bit since, you are getting beat in the zone. Maybe try going in man coverage and from time to time. I get that, and we have done that. But just like you saw in the game, there were plays where the Steelers tried to go man and still got beat. But the defense, who has been balling since week 11, was in zone. The turnovers that we've created all that time, was in zone. So my point is the personnel that the Steelers currently have fits a zone scheme. Now I will agree with this. Maybe it's time for us to entertain a different type of scheme, thus meaning we would need to get more players in to transition. I agree with that. I'm open to that. Maybe trying something different and not, just sticking with the norm. I get that. But that doesn't say fire Keith Butler, fire Tomlin. If you look at that game, there were plenty of individual mistakes on defense that we all saw. Even when the commentators were diagramming the game, you saw why things happened the way they did. You can't put that on the coach. And this is the last thing. I hear people say this all the time. Oh, well, they're an undisciplined team. The coach ain't got them disciplined. Come on now. The coach can't do but so much on the field. When an individual makes a mistake, that's his fault. The coach's job is to call plays to put you in the right position. And how often in any team, not just the Steelers, when people get beat or whatever, how often do you hear everyone say, oh, he wasn't in the right position? That has nothing to do with the coach. Again, this is my opinion. You guys can disagree, but I just felt like I needed to say this. And just to wrap everything up, stop being such fickle fans, man. We all should know that this was not a Super Bowl team, guys. I've been saying it. Be proud of what they did. They were not supposed to win the Super Bowl this year. Most of you guys, I'm sure said earlier in the season that the season was over. I recall seeing that. I see a lot of stuff. Because I'm talking to a lot of people who are in communication with me as well. I'm not just talking to people I don't know who will see this video. And I remember times when people were saying this season is over. Let's pack it in. So how you going to go from that to expecting them to win the Super Bowl? Come on, man. We got to be honest as fans. So stop acting like the team is better than what it is, because I get tired of people always going into that, oh, stairway to 7 every time we smell the playoffs. Stop with all of that. This wasn't a year. This was a good year for the Steelers because that's a team that they can build on. Am I disappointed? Of course. Anytime you have a chance to win, you want to win. But I have to accept the fact. They just got pretty much embarrassed tonight by a great team. That's what happens. Same thing that happened to the Packers. They was on this roll and then they just ran into a better team. And that is what it is. So stop with all of the firing BS, because I really believe that's BS. I will agree with you that maybe we should start looking into changing the scheme. I ain't got no problem with that. And stop acting like that we just can't lose to a team who technically should have won. Because if had that game been at Heinz Field, that's what everyone would have been saying. You're the number 1 seed at your home. You should win the game. And they got outplayed. I don't think completely they got outcoached. I will go into that on Tuesday. There were some things I didn't like. Really nothing that had anything to do with Tomlin. But there were some things that I did question. But it is what it is. So we got to learn how to accept what we're seeing. Stop changing your emotion from week to week. Most people, and I hate, if I'm talking about you and it makes you feel bad, I'm sorry, but I tell it like it is. Most real fans that know football understand exactly why this Steelers team was not the team that should have gone to the Super Bowl. They had a chance to go. Not a team that should have just walked on in. Not yet. But maybe next year will be different. We got a lot of things that could be happening that year. Get a weapon back on offense. You hope guys will come in healthy like a Cam Haywood. You hope you get some help in the draft. But we'll see. But anyway, guys, I didn't want this video to run too long, but it did because once you start talking, y'all know how it is. But hey, just wanted to give this quick message. Stay tuned for Tuesday. I will give you my thoughts and opinions as to why they lost that game against the New England Patriots. All right, guys, so that's all I got for you today. Like always, man, it'll never hurt you to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click on the screaming face once it appears to subscribe. All right, guys, support your team, man. Don't beat them up too bad. Be back at you guys soon. Peace.